When I turned 65, I thought I knew what I needed: a comfortable home, enough money, my health, my children. Those things mattered then and they matter now. But I have learned something in the 7 years since that birthday. There are 5 things I cannot live without today that I did not even know I needed at 65, and 3 of them have nothing to do with money. Come sit with me. My name is Victoria. I am 72 years old. I have been married 3 times, widowed once, and I have spent the last 6 years learning what actually matters when you are living on your own in your 70s. Today I want to share those 5 things with you, not because I am an expert, because I learned them the hard way. Let me start with the first one. 1. A reason to get out of bed that no one else gives you. After Edward passed, I had no reason to be anywhere at any particular time. No one needed me for breakfast. No one waited for me to start the day. The mornings stretched out empty, and I found myself staying in bed later and later, not because I was tired, but because there was no pull toward the day. That went on for months. And then I made a decision. I decided I would have tea in this chair every evening, and I would talk to whoever was listening. That small decision, that tiny anchor, changed everything. It gave me a reason to prepare for the evening, a reason to think about what I wanted to say, a reason to show up. I upload every day now, but the thing itself does not matter. What matters is that I have something: a garden I tend, a friend I call at the same time each week, a book I read aloud to myself, anything that creates a small structure around an otherwise empty day. Without that, the days collapse into each other. I learned that the hard way. 2. Someone who will tell you the truth. I have 3 children. I love them all, but only one of them tells me the truth without softening it. That is Caroline, my daughter. She is 38, she lives in Bristol, and she has said things to me that no one else would say. When I was considering a procedure my doctor suggested, Caroline asked me hard questions. When I was spending too much time alone, she told me she was worried. When I was being stubborn about something that did not matter, she said so. I did not always like hearing it, but I needed it. At our age, people stop being honest with us. They are kind instead. They protect us from hard truths. They say things are fine when they are not fine. And that kindness, well-intentioned as it is, can be dangerous. Because without someone who tells you the truth, you can drift into decisions that are not wise. Or worse, you can drift into isolation and no one tells you to stop. If you do not have someone like that in your life, find them. A friend, a neighbor, a paid advisor who will not just agree with you, someone who will say the thing everyone else is thinking but no one else will say. 3. A small piece of physical movement every single day. I am not talking about exercise. I am not talking about running or weights or anything that sounds intimidating. I am talking about something smaller: a walk to the end of the garden, 5 minutes of stretching before tea, standing up and sitting down 10 times in a row. I had significant joint pain in my late 60s. It crept up slowly. I started moving less because moving hurt, and moving less made the pain worse. That is a cycle that is very hard to break once it gets tight. What helped me was not dramatic. It was tiny, consistent. I started walking to the rose garden every morning. Just that. Over time, I added a little more. Now I can move through my day without thinking about it. I am not a doctor. I am not telling you what to do. But I am telling you that the body you do not use disappears faster than you expect, and the body you use, even a little, stays with you longer. 4. a financial foundation that is yours alone. I have spoken about this before, and I will say it again. Every woman should have money that is hers alone, not the joint account, not the household savings, something in her own name that exists regardless of what happens to any relationship. I started my quiet account very early in my second marriage. I moved a small, fixed amount every month. Some months it was more, some months less, but the habit never stopped. By the time Edward became ill, that account held just over £200,000. Nobody knew. Not Edward, not my children. When he passed, that account gave me something no amount of good intention from other people could have given me. It gave me time. It gave me options. It gave me the ability to grieve without panic. I am not a financial advisor. Please speak to a professional about your own situation. But please also understand this. Money that is yours alone is not about distrust. It is about dignity. It is about not having to make decisions from fear. 5. Permission to say no. This one sounds simple. It is not simple at all. For most of my life, I said yes. Yes to what my husband wanted. Yes to what my children needed. Yes to what was expected of me. Yes to invitations I did not want to attend. Yes to conversations I did not want to have. Yes to people who drained me. I thought saying yes was how I showed love. I thought saying no was selfish. I was wrong. In these 6 years alone, I have learned to say no. No to a visit from my son Daniel when I know the conversation will leave me feeling small. No to a family gathering that I do not have the energy for. No to advice I did not ask for. No to people who make me feel like I need to perform. Saying no has not made me lonely. It has made me free. I want to be clear. I am not telling you to be unkind. I am telling you that your energy is finite, and if you spend it on things that do not matter to you, you will have nothing left for the things that do. At 65, I did not know how to say no. At 72, I am still learning, but I am better at it than I was, and my life is quieter, smaller in some ways, but much more mine. Those are the 5 things. A reason to get out of bed that no one else gives you. Someone who will tell you the truth. A small piece of physical movement every day. A financial foundation that is yours alone. And permission to say no. None of these things cost much money. 3 of them cost nothing at all. And all of them have mattered more to me in these last 6 years than almost anything I owned. I want to say one more thing before I finish. If you are watching this and you are younger than 65, do not wait. Start building these things now. The reason to get out of bed, the honest friend, the small daily movement, the private savings, the ability to say no. They take time to build, and the time will pass anyway. If you are over 65 and you do not have some of these yet, it is not too late. I started my savings account in my 30s. I learned to say no in my 70s. The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is today. I am not a doctor. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a 72-year-old woman who has made mistakes and learned things and wants to share what I have learned so that perhaps someone else has an easier time of it. Thank you for sitting with me tonight. I upload every evening. If you would like to join me again tomorrow, the subscribe button is just below. Come sit with me.